Shalom. Kol Haloyim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Just wanted to make a quick video. Very, very simple topic. Just want to go into this that happened yesterday, I guess. As you can see, these 4 YouTube videos that are showing on Google, all from one day ago. And then, of course, you jump down here to top stories, all one day ago as well. NBC, WGN, Gizmodo 3 days ago. But basically, several hundred ducks were found dead, as you can see in the Google search bar. And they're saying they died from the bird flu. And I'm making this video because, of course, the Bible talks about different pestilences and diseases happening in these end days. So this is nothing more than prophecy. As we see so much prophecy taking place right now, we just combine all these things together. Different diseases, earthquakes in diverse places, wars and rumors of war, more talks of the mark of the beast. We combine all these prophecies together, and logically, it lets us know that we have to be living in the end days. And so that's why we bring out these topics, so that the elect can be warned and be edified and know what to do, which is to build up our spirits by reading, praying, fasting, repenting, and staying in the Word, reading your scriptures, doing your best to apply the wisdom in the Bible that allows you to walk more righteously towards that day. So we're going to just watch maybe 1 or 2 of these videos. They're very short, and then we'll simply grab those prophetic precepts.
Troubling and very rare sight on local beaches. Hundreds of birds have been found dead.
Officials suspect the bird flu is to blame for this.
Starting on Friday, they started getting reports of dead birds, ducks, along the shoreline from Wilmette all the way to Hyde Park. Here at 31st Street Beach, this is what we encountered, and we have counted so far about 16 dead ducks here in this area. And these are mergansers, which are aquatic birds. And this is what they're seeing all across the shoreline. So it's the first time that such a large number of these mergansers have been suspected of dying of bird flu infections, a disease that really has been on the rise in Illinois and other parts of the country. What they are suggesting, advising to people in the Chicago area, if they come across these birds that are either dead here on the shoreline or walking around.
All right, let's watch this other one. It's short as well, but she says something slightly different in this one.
Please,
of course,
sign the petition
about the ad
and urge Congress.
A deadly outbreak of avian flu is killing some bird populations along Chicago's Lake Michigan shore. Chicago bird collision monitors are reporting massive die-offs of red-breasted mergansers. The sick and dying birds are turning up on the beaches, some yards, and sidewalks. Experts say the symptoms include tremors, weaknesses, and respiratory distress. The virus H5N1 bird flu is now spreading beyond waterfowl to hawks, owls, even some eagles. Officials are urging the public to avoid handling these sick birds if you see them, and make sure to keep your pets and children far away.
Yeah, so they're talking about how it's spreading to not just ducks, but hawks, owls, and eagles. On top of that, these ducks are showing up dead on beaches, in the streets, on your front yard is what they're saying. So this thing is spreading like crazy. Don't be surprised if people start getting it and start dropping dead, going back to the spirit world. And if I'm not mistaken, they said, or I guess research came out apparently, and the first case of this recently was found in China, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but if that is the case, then it's the same thing as back in 2019. The C19, the first case, they say was found in China. And then, of course, it spread over here to the States. And we know what happened from there. Huge shutdowns, runs on food, gas, things like that. So we could potentially see something similar. Who knows? All we're doing is pointing it out just to say, hey, stay warned. Build up your spirit. Ask the Lord to increase your faith, because it's likely that something like that could happen again. But who knows? Who knows? All we do know is that it is prophecy, and it is a sign telling us that we're living in the end days right now. So we need to just continue to repent and ask the Lord to increase our faith and strengthen our spirit, so that when things do get worse, then we've already spiritually prepared ourselves for that time. So obviously, let's grab those basic precepts showing you that this is prophecy. Now, in the book of Matthew 24, remember, the Lord Yahweh Shai, that's his true name, he was sitting on the Mount of Olives. In verse 3, his disciples came to him asking for the signs. What's going to be the signs of you coming back? And I'll start here at verse 6. It says, ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. So pestilences right there. We'll just go into that word. Famines, pestilences. Let's click on that. Pestilence, loimos, of uncertain affinity, a plague, or literally it says the disease. So a pestilence is a disease, and of course we're talking about one right now, the bird flu. So it's ramping up. It might have come from China, might not have, but as you can see, hundreds of ducks washing up dead on the shores, your yards, streets. Now they're saying it's going to different birds like eagles and somehow owls. But this thing could really ramp up, and it could spiral out of control, along with whatever else your president, your boy Donald Trump, has up his sleeve. This man is already turned up, hasn't even been a few weeks in office yet. He's going crazy. So the Lord could really make things happen just like that. And that's why the world is going to be confused. They're going to be saying, as soon as Jacob trouble hits, jobs lost, famine, nobody can pay their rent, things like that, the dollar collapse. They're going to be thinking that this happened out of nowhere. They're going to be confused. Meanwhile, what we're seeing is a gradual slope towards that day. That's why we point out these prophecies, to let you know, all right, this happened. All right, this also happened. And now this happened. We're getting closer, right? We're getting closer and closer. And that's described right over here in the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16. We're going to read starting at verse 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. So pestilences, diseases, that's one of the plagues. So the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. As when, so here comes an analogy, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. So of course, when the woman is getting ready to deliver her child, those birth pains, they come harder, they come faster, and they slack not a moment. Right? They hurt, and they're coming faster. It says, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and the sorrows shall come upon it on every side. So these prophecies are going to continue to hit and hit and hit, come harder and harder, like popcorn. You put a little, a box, I guess. I don't know. You put popcorn in the microwave, and of course, first you hear a few pops here and there. As time progresses, then those pops become a little bit louder, and they become drastically faster. Just like a woman with birth pains about to deliver her child. That's exactly how these prophecies are going to continue to unfold. So we're talking about one now. Next week or next few weeks or next month, whatever, it's going to be another one. And that's how it has been for a while anyway. This is just one more that we're reading about. All right, just one more. Let's read, we'll go back here. We'll grab one more. 2nd Ezra 15. All right, that's saying the same thing as Matthew 24. We'll just read 2nd Ezra 9, and we'll call it a day. 2nd Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. How do you measure the time? You read about these different prophecies, you look out into the world, and you see, are these things coming to pass? Is prophecy playing out? That's all it means to measure the time diligently. It says, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, and we're seeing part of the signs right now, and we're waiting for the rest to occur. So we're waiting on famine to hit in this land. We're waiting on the microchip, which is the mark of the beast, to be fully manifested and pushed, and damn near, we'll say, what's the word? They're going to force it on people. We're waiting for that to manifest or unfold. And then, of course, World War III, which brings in our salvation. So it says, when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So right now, because part of the signs are coming to pass, it should give us an understanding that, okay, this is how the Lord, how the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, is visiting the world currently right now. This is one stage of him visiting the world by making these things happen on earth. It's a sign for us to know, okay, he's getting ready to return soon. Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So this is one of those plagues, or we'll just say prophecies, that we're looking forward to. More earthquakes and, of course, more uproars of the people. Now, apparently there was going to be a huge uproar here in the States with Donald Trump putting tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and China. But, of course, everybody knows, I believe with Mexico and Canada, they came to some last-minute deal. People cooled off. There were no runs on groceries at the store because there would have been, right? But things were cooled off now. No uproars of the people. But best believe, because we're reading it right now, if you believe in the Bible, just know that there will be more greater cries of the people, more uproars. People from the thousands, tens of thousands marching in the streets, demanding equal rights, things like that. Just demanding to live better, because they're going to continue to witness how the wicked is ruling this world right now. But the Lord is going to make things manifest no matter what. We're going to see more diseases. We're going to see, famine in here. We're going to see different wars and rumors of wars. I wouldn't be surprised if some kind of terrorists do happen. But all that is yet to be seen. We're witnessing part of the signs come to pass, which means that we're in the beginning of sorrows. And like I mentioned, we just keep our eye out on these things. That's it. Keep our eye out on these things, because it lets us know that we're headed quickly towards that great day of the Lord spoken about. So, Lord's will, this was edifying to the elect. Kol Haloyim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.